Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the video. We're going to be working on the WRX today. We're going to be actually debadging the trunk badges, and we are actually going to debadge the fender badges, and we're going to be replacing it with these badges. So I got these badges from Amazon. This comes in a whole set. I'm actually going to be putting the fenders and only the WRX. I'm not going to be putting the Subaru all-wheel drive thing right here. I don't like that, so this part is going to be clean. I'm going to take this part off and just replace it with just the one black one and the fender badges. I've done the same thing to my STI. The STI has been had the fender badges for like 2 years now, and in the rear I only have the, actually I don't have no logos in the rear because I had a trunk swap. So it used to have the STI logo, not anymore. I did a WRX trunk swap, so I took the WRX badge off because it's not a WRX, it's an STI. So I got no logos in the back and just the fenders, just like this. And this is really simple to do. It's just a little bit of heat and kind of pull it off. I never used the strings or anything like that. Nothing in the rear either. That's the same thing I'm going to do with the WRX. I'm just going to apply a little bit of heat and pretty much pull them off by hand. Car is basically brand new, so this hasn't been really cooking in the you know, in the sun for this long. It's been pretty cold. So it's not like I don't see that it's going to be hard to take off or it's going to leave a lot of glue in the back. It should be nice and clean, and then you just clean it up, maybe a little bit of polish for the little lines, especially for that side, and then just replace everything up. So to actually help with the kind of like lining up the badge for the WRX part, before I actually take the chrome ones out, I'm going to take some tape and I'm gonna kind of like make a full square, make it nice and tight, so when I put the new badge is basically on the same spot and I don't have to, you know, kind of like do it by eye or start measuring stuff. And so I'm just gonna use the old one to put the new one in. So fairly simple, just basically tape everything around the logo, and then that's pretty much it. I'm gonna start at heating over there. I'm gonna use my heat gun to heat this up. It's nice and cold. I don't think I can pull them off by hand, so I'm gonna heat them up nice and warm to actually get this glue a little bit softened, and then start pulling them one by one, hopefully. And it should be really simple. I did it on my STI and it was pretty simple. Your fingers might get a little burned, but that's, you know, that's part of the job. Okay, I want to show you guys, if you guys have some of the tape still stuck like that, a good way to kind of like take it off in one piece is kind of like just pass your finger like this, kind of roll it with it, you know, roll the whole tape, and it kind of rolls in itself, and just keep going like this, and then eventually you'll take the tape off. So it was pretty simple to take everything else. Pretty much, it's just a little bit of glue with tape. You kind of like just pass your finger until the tape is like completely out, and then after I take this part off, I'm gonna you know, use a little bit of polisher to take off the little small, tiny little dots here and there from the glue. Alright, so that part is completely done. No badges, no marks, no nothing. I just did a nice little polishing right here, and then look at how smooth it is. Absolutely nothing. So not even one little dot of glue, not even one little mark. I mean, it's brand new, the car, so it's a lot easier than older cars. So when I did my cross check right here, it took me when I debadged this over here, I debadged this part, bottom part right here, that was pretty bad. You know, it was cooking. That little part down here, I mean, it's covered now, but it was kind of eats kind of like the paint, and you have kind of marks, so you have to do a lot of you know, a lot of polishing, rubbing compound and polishing there. So now let's move to the WRX. Same thing, same concept, really quick, and then we're gonna put this in there. Just to show you real quick, the new ones do come with double-sided tape already. They are the same size and everything, and yeah, I'll take this out really quick, put this on, and that'll be that's pretty much it for the trunk. Then we're gonna move to the fenders. Alright, so after you have this cleaned up, all you gotta do now is basically line this up. Well, take the double-sided tape first, and then line it up. Make sure you stick and nice and center and perfect, and you call it a day. Alright, and there you have it. Already installed. Looks pretty nice. I like how, you know, the black looks with the white. That is one of the, like, kind of the themes I'm going to go with the car. It's only black and white. No other colors really. Other cars you can do like different colors, but I don't really like anything that is chrome on my car, so black. And in reality, I just go with anything that is black on my car too. Some of this, you know, some of the stuff, but like badges and stuff like that, I really don't like chrome. But bonus tip, if you are in the colder months and it's cold like here today, forgot how much this, you know, just kind of colder, make sure you heat up the a little bit of the tape in the back. Heat up the metal here, so it actually kind of bonds together well, because if it's too cold, it won't like stick perfectly. I learned that a long time ago when I did my the rain guards for the cross trek. One side got really messed up. I was doing it when it was really cold and it wasn't really sticking. So what I did before I stick this, took my heat gun, heat up the back part of it, and then I heat up this part here, and then I just make sure, you know, press nice and hard. So make sure you don't put, you know, stick stuff when it's really cold, because then it's not gonna stick hard enough. So now that the rear is done, let's go move to the fenders. This would be really simple to do. It's the same thing as taking this off. Just make sure you peel this off a little bit with some force and some heat. Sometimes this little tab right here might be a little hard, but once you get your fingers underneath this portion of here, you can actually pull it off completely. Cleaned up the back part, and then that's pretty much it. The way I did my STI a while ago, I had to kind of crack open the door a little bit so I can actually get like my fingers underneath this portion right here, this part right here, and then kind of like pull it out. I don't think it's really hard. I don't remember if it was actually kind of hard, but it should be the same thing. It's just debadging. It's just tape in the back, and then that's it. There is that one little tab, but I think that tab is just to kind of like to like center it, you know, like, I don't know, align it correctly. So let's get that. So fun stuff. It's a little harder than I expected, so I have my little dandy pry tools. I have like a little set that I bought from Amazon. I'm gonna use this little pry tool, try to get on the back. It's just the problem is just separating this little portion right here, which I'm pretty sure is the little tab. And yeah, I just gotta get in between this portion of the fender and this, because if you pull that, you pull the top part up, and it seems like it has a really strong bond in there. So I'm gonna heat this up really quick, try to get in between them two and pry them apart with my handy dandy pry tool. Look how simple that was. after I actually broke this, well, not break the tab. The tab doesn't break. The tab is just sitting there. It's just this portion right here, and then like this is kind of flexible, so it kind of stays with the portion. After you take this part off, then you pull this out, and it actually pretty much came out clean. There's like not even no glue. Everything is in the back still right here, so everything's in there clean. I'm gonna clean this up, put the other Fender badge. So there we have it. It's all installed and connected. There is one tab here and then one little tab here. So basically all you got to do is just line up one and then push the other one in, and then that's pretty much it. Pretty nice and simple. Those pry tools actually helped a bunch, and if you want the link for where I got them, I'll leave them down in the description. It's really good. The same thing with these fender badges and the badges in the rear. I will leave the link in the description below, so you can actually go to Amazon and buy them yourselves. There are different ones. They have the gloss ones, and they should have like black and red, I believe. I'll try to find those also, and I'll leave them also down in the description below. If you have any questions about anything that I've done here today, just leave a comment below and I'll answer to the best of my knowledge. The badge and the Fender badge set, I believe, was $44, $45. Don't quote me at that. It's cheap. It does come with the Subaru and the all-wheel drive thing, and then the WRX and the two Fender badges all in black. So you don't have to kind of like pry stuff out and you paint it yourself, or if you do the plastic dip thing. I just prefer to just buy it myself, take off, put new ones in, call it a day. You know, there won't be no mistakes of the plastic dip dripping or anything catching on the thing. But like I said, I hate chrome. Take everything that is chrome out of my car and pretty much get everything black. So if you enjoy this video, just give me a thumbs up, and if you are completely brand new and like videos like this, just hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. My WRX is brand new, so little by little I'm going to do a little more stuff, so that means more content from outside of the STI and hopefully the Crosstrek one day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.